Our next presenter, I'm excited about this. Lori Kay. Lori, you're going to hop on the screen here in a second and tell us when you are ready to go.
I am ready. I think, am I unmuted? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, I'm ready. Hello, my name is Lori Kay, and I'm the founder of Monsters Made with Love. What is Monsters Made with Love? Well, it's sewing with a self-love twist. I develop sewing kits and workshops to help create your perfectly imperfect monster that represents what you love about yourself while embracing things that you might feel a little self-conscious about. While making monsters, I ask that you list words that you love about yourself and think about them when you make your monster. For me, intention is everything, but for some people, the written word is so much more powerful. So you can actually cut those words out and put them inside your monster as a reminder when you need them most. I encourage everyone to make a monster for themselves before making one for somebody else, because you need to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Did you know that your first childhood stuffed animal is your first act of self-love? When you have a good day, a bad day, we rush to our fluffy best friend and tell them all about it. And they're always there, no matter what. This is my monster, Greta. She's a bear, after my nickname, Mama Bear, because I'm cute and cuddly and fierce and I need to protect a cub. Greta has 3 eyes as a reminder to use my intuition. She has daisies because I love daisies. And she has fairy wings because I'm lighthearted, and a butt because I try to embrace my big booty. Making monsters is great for all ages and genders. Not only does it teach us a lifelong skill, children can exercise fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination. Teens get to exercise or express their deep, dark, ugly side. And adults, when do we actually take the time to do anything for ourselves? Where did I come up with this idea? As I explain my journey with a lot of firsts, here's a little background to the story. My career was a stay-at-home mom. My side hustle was traveling the country with the auto show circuit. Another important part of the story is my mom's perfectionist, my daughter's perfectionist, and I'm the hot mess in the middle. 7 years ago, I purchased a now discontinued creature kit to do with my kids. The book was complicated, the kit was incomplete, and my kids were not interested. For me, it was a creative outlet with little planning or responsibility to be perfect. I made my first monster, and finally the hot mess side of me had a new hobby. When I was in my hometown of Detroit for auto show training, my sister-in-law went into labor. My inexperienced aunt and perfectionist mom helped me make a monster for my nephew. I was enlightened to see my mom struggle with my lack of planning or symmetry, and my aunt not feeling she could contribute. But together we made my first monster gift. My friend Christy was celebrating her 30th birthday. Even though it was strange, I wanted to make her a monster. It was orange, the same color as her favorite retro dress. She had a crooked smile, so I gave it a crooked smile. Christy always wanted a butt, so I gave her monster the first booty. Christy asked me how I made her monster without skipping a beat. I said, with love. Christy started sharing her monster all over social media to all of our auto show friends. They wanted monsters too. I couldn't possibly make them all one, so I bought supplies to share. Realizing some had never threaded a needle and thought their monster needed to be perfect, I was amazed to have coworkers up till 3 a.m. making monsters with me. Over the next few years, I made monsters with my friends and for my friends who needed a little extra love. Pam, who taught me to love karaoke, Dan with the 2 sides of a Gemini, and others for the special effects makeup artist, the videographer extraordinaire, and the man of mystery whose heart will always be in Texas. After making monsters for others, I realized I never made one for myself. So after an internal debate of whether or not I was worthy, I made Greta. This was also the same time my auto show friends helped me develop the first monster kit, so I could share this experience with more than just the people I was traveling with. In the fall of 2015, I taught my first kids class at a micro-society school in Florida. There were 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. They ran the business, pricing the product, marketing, and deciding whether or not unit production or assembly line production was best for our company. We made monsters to sell at the school, donated cat and dog toys to the Humane Society, and gave monsters to foster kids. In fall of 2016, I hosted my first monster workshop at the Orlando Maker Fair. It was a surprise to learn that I naturally taught in the Maker method, celebrating mistakes. At the fair, I won 2 blue ribbons, and one was for Make Magazine. 1 year later, my kids and I moved to Knoxville. mostly for the schools, creature comforts, and beautiful weather. But then I found my first Knoxville family at Knox Makers and also embraced all that the Maker City had to offer. Knoxville's sense of community and connections is exactly what I needed for my family to grow and to grow my business. This past February, I curated my first art exhibition at Dogwood Arts. I had 30 different artists and makers create a monster in their own medium, and then a fleece monster to auction off for charity. We were able to raise enough money to host workshops for refugees, struggling teens, and those affected by human trafficking. This event allowed me to use my gifts of bringing people together and gently nudging people out of their comfort zone. My art piece was modeled after my teddy bear, Teresa, and it represented the metamorphosis in my life as I was encouraged to follow my dream by my friends and family. I'm elated that Monsters Made with Love has grown to be bigger than just my workshops and kits. Tiger Hugs are monsters shared all over the world and are made by a family who took one of my first workshops at Knox Makers. I also have to give an amazing shout out to Lola, Jake, Peyton, and Taylor, who are just a few of my students who continue to spread the love by making monsters to give. I feel everyone should make a monster. College students going away, people healing at hospital beds, or those with burnout from staring at a computer screen. I currently work with kids as young as 4, mental health patients, special needs clients and businesses who need team building, or even random bar events when we have those. Why did I want to share my story with you? Because I want you to take a chance on your dreams. Listen to the whispers of encouragement, because they're probably more like screams. I challenge you to wiggle out of your comfort zone, slide into a new direction, take that leap, even if it only starts with a hop. Before you know it, you can be making the world a better place, one stitch at a time. Thank you for listening to my story. I can't wait to see what you create.
Lori, thank you so much. That was awesome. Folks out there listening, know that there was a link put up there if you want to make a monster of your own, where you can see what Lori's doing. And Lori, I have a question. Was there a butt cheeks on that one? There are. So they have butt cheeks. That's awesome to know. Thank you so much for sharing the story. And I know that while we're all at home right now, this is really important for us to be able to do stuff like this. So Lori, thank you very much.